Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? Back. Y'all back with another one, guys. Here we go. Boy, oh boy. Again, I can't disappoint, man. If I was trying to disappoint, I swear to you, it just wouldn't be possible. Because this one, it just gets crazier and crazier, man. I mean, it could be subtle, but it could be crazy at the same time. But I'm not gonna, OD with the whole setup of what you're about to see. I'm gonna let it organically work its way out and work its way into your living room or your phone, your computer, or whatever device you use to watch the channel. But at the end of the day, it's another banger. So boom. That being said, guys, I gotta take care of the housekeeping. Regular guys that irregular cars on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the subscribe button because I know you guys are watching. First thing you have to do is hit that subscribe button. That's very important. And tell a friend to hit the subscribe button as well. Turn on your post notifications because every Friday is going down. Every Friday, literally. Every Friday on YouTube, regular guys that irregular cars. Make sure you tap in or tap out. That being said, regular guys that irregular cars on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, people. Because when you follow me on Instagram, you're going to get a preview 2 to 3 weeks in advance of what's going to drop on YouTube. So if you follow me on Instagram, you ahead of the game. A lot of people that just watch on YouTube have no clue what's coming out next Friday. But if you follow me on Instagram, guess what? You know what's coming out next Friday, the Friday after that, and possibly even the Friday after that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Regular guys that irregular cars on Instagram. And last but not least, regular guys that irregular cars on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. And I try to make everything simple. It's the same exact spelling, same exact way. Regular guys that irregular cars on TikTok. When you follow me on TikTok, what's going to happen is the same videos and cars you see on YouTube, you're going to see on TikTok, but we're going to have the music playing in the background. We're going to make it real spicy. It's going to be a real dope look. So make sure you follow me on TikTok at regular guys that irregular cars. Let me take a breather because I feel like I was talking fast and I feel like I was saying a lot. But you can always hit the rewind button to get that information. Now, I'm going to introduce y'all to the man of the hour. Or better yet, I'm going to let the man of the hour introduce himself to you guys. Let's do it. Yo, yo, yo.
How you doing, man?
What's good, baby?
How you doing, brother?
Man,
Glad
you
you made
here.
it. That's what's
Yes,
up.
I'm glad I made it.
How y'all doing out there?
Yes.
My name is Mike.
There we go.
You know what I mean? I'm a 472 union laborer. Wake up every day, work 7 to 3:30. That's how I was able to find my way into this nice car behind us.
Woo-wee. So look, guys, my boy Mike just jumped right into it, head first. So you already said what's your name, but let the people know what city and state you represent.
Right now, I live in Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Born and raised in Philadelphia, but I ride with Jersey now. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles! Yeah. So boom, he's representing out of Cinnaminson, New Jersey. That's where we at right now, guys. So y'all better tap in. I'm telling you, if Mike is any indication of what's going on in Cinnaminson, they got some things down here. Trust me when I tell you. But speaking of having some things in Cinnaminson, what's the year, make, and model of the car we're going to see today?
2011 Dodge Challenger RT Classic.
2011?
2011.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, it is.
I would have lost money on that thing. A 2011 Dodge Challenger RT Classic?
RT Classic.
So let me ask you, is there a difference between an RT and an RT Classic?
It's just the trim and a few. The trim and a few creature comforts. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
If you bought one with a V8, it's got the same engine. Just a few creature comforts. That's all.
Okay. So the one that you have, is it not the V8?
No, I have a V8.
You have a V8.
Yes.
Okay. So the RT Classic is pretty much the same as the regular RT, but it's a couple little creature comforts.
Yep, just some creature comforts. That's it.
Let's say that. All right. So now, because this channel is based on regular guys and regular girls, I gotta ask you, Your car catches a lot of eyes. It breaks a lot of necks. I already know. So I gotta ask you, what do you do for a living to be able to make your car unique the way it is?
I'm a 472 union laborer, so I work construction every day. I get up anytime you see a guy on the highway working, it's likely to be me or one of my brothers out there trying to make the road safe for you to travel on.
Dope. So you making the road safe? You are you the one smoothing it out?
We break up the old road, and well, I cut up the old road. They come and put a new one in.
Okay, I appreciate you. Cause Jersey, especially up top, not so much. I can't speak for down here.
Nah,
Probably a little better down here.
I do a lot of work for
Whew.
utility companies up in Newark and Irvington, so I know
Sheesh.
what the roads look like up there. Some of them look like
Yikes.
Beirut been through there.
Beirut, for real. We dipping and dodging and trying to.
I hate to drive my car through there.
Man, it gets ugly at times.
It does.
It gets ugly, but I appreciate you nonetheless.
No doubt.
So, the RT Classic, the Dodge Challenge. What made you pick that car?
So it's a funny story behind it. I actually wanted a Charger, but then I had recently gotten divorced, and I realized, why do I want a four-door car?
Yeah.
So I got the two-door because I got the Challenger because it's a two-door car.
I think I said Charger. I meant to say Challenger though.
Don't worry about it because it happens a lot.
Challenger.
If I had $1 for every time somebody called this a Charger, I would have paid it off twice as fast as I did.
Oh my gosh. Right. So you said originally you was gonna get the Charger,
That is correct.
but then you said you didn't need a four-door?
I'm single. You know what I mean? I'm single with one son. What do I need a four-door car for?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I went with the two-door. Plus, to me, the two-door looks a little more sleek than the four-door.
Mm-hmm. This one looks beastie.
I got
Right.
trust me, I got love for Chargers. I got a lot of boys that got Chargers, but
Yeah.
I'm a two-door guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Give me the coupe.
Definitely. Now, I'm going to date myself a little bit, but I got to ask you. The Challenger, right? That's the joint from Dukes of Hazzard?
Nah, Chargers from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Now, was the Charger on Dukes of Hazzard a two-door or a four-door?
That was a two-door. That was a
See, that's
that
what's
was a
throwing me
Gen 2 Charger,
off.
I believe. And in the Dukes of Hazzard, they used a 70 Charger, actually.
A two-door Charger.
That is correct.
Does that exist right now?
Not current.
Okay.
So when they brought it back in 2006, they made it a four-door car.
Okay.
The Challenger wasn't reintroduced until 2008, after being extinct since 1974.
Wow. Goodness gracious, guys. It was extinct from 1974
To 2008.
2008. That's bananas.
Yep.
I'm glad they brought it back to life, though.
I'm glad. I'm honestly, I'm so glad they brought it back. I'm even more sad that they're ending it after this year.
Yes, that's true. So they are. That's a fact?
That's a fact.
Wow.
2023 will be the last calendar year they make V8 engines
Are you serious?
in Challenger. Yep. They're apparently switching to all that electric stuff.
Now, are they going to make an electric Challenger?
I don't know. I've seen rendering of an electric Charger, what they call the Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Honestly, until I can't get gas, or I don't have a choice,
Right.
I'll never buy an electric car.
Exactly. They got to make it to where there's
They
no
gotta make it
options.
so I don't have. That's got to be my only option. Because at
Right.
this point, the way I look at it, the government gonna have all y'all electric cars, and one day say, "Nah, that's it, we done." Turn everybody's car off,
the button.
and you stuck. That's it.
They're going to hit the button
Yeah.
like, boop. That's it. No more cars. We shutting it down. That's going to be crazy, though. That's going to be wild. But anyway, speaking of wild, you ready to show the people the car?
Absolutely.
Let's show them the car.
All right.
Sheesh. This is it?
This is it.
The monster?
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Gosh, bro. Guys.
So one of the differences is the way the Challenger's spelled in the RT Classic. So you got the Challenger script.
Really?
Yep.
Straight off the bat. That's it. So the regular Challengers don't have it like that?
Nah, they might have where you see the Hemi badge on the hood. They might
Uh-huh.
just have the Hemi badge on there.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Wow.
Or any other. Some people go aftermarket and put different decals on there.
Yeah.
But this is the exterior of this car is the way it came off the factory assembly line.
Is that right?
That is correct.
So we're not looking at a wrap. This is paint.
That's paint. It's 2011. This is what they call toxic orange. It was a 1-year color.
What? Toxic orange. Straight off the factory line like
Straight
this?
off the factory line, the way it is.
No, that's crazy. You said it was a 1 year color?
1 year color. Apparently the dye that they used for this particular orange was from like North Korea or some crazy nonsense like that, and they couldn't get it again, so they never brought the color back.
Really?
Which honestly, it makes the car even a little more unique.
I was just about to say that. Facts. So if the person didn't get it from 2011, they're not getting this color.
No.
That's
No.
ill. That's illmatic right there.
And I did the homework one time. I think there's about 10,000. That's
That's it.
between the V6s, the RT model, and then the SRT, which is the big boy of them all with the bigger V8 engine.
Okay. Sheesh, yo. That's crazy. Only 10,000.
About 10,000.
That's dope. That's really unique right there. So what's going on exterior wise? We talked about paint. Anything else? What else you got going on?
So what I did do a couple years back, I got a ceramic coat on there to help protect the paint from the in the sun and everything.
Smart man.
We got some. There's some basic decals on there.
Mm-hmm.
We got some aftermarket wheels. Some upgraded drilled and slotted rotors.
Nice.
So I actually kind of like. I guess I'm a big boy now. I don't like all the shiny from chrome.
Yeah.
So I got these with the gloss black and the machine face. So I get a little bit of shine, but that black when it's clean, black looks good.
Crazy.
And honestly, I believe the black accents the orange.
Facts. What size wheels are these?
So in the front, I have the stock size. That's a 20x9 rim with a 245/45 on there. And on the back, we upgraded with a 20x10 and a 295/35.
Goodness
on the back.
gracious. Yeah, I see how chunky that back tire is. Wow, that's crazy.
One of the challenges run into,
Uh-huh.
not enough rubber on the ground.
Is that right?
That is correct. That's why you see a lot of guys spinning out and can't get no traction. They got all this power in these little skinny tires.
Yeah. So you have to get the fatter tires.
Yes. If you want to put the power to the ground, you got to get bigger tires.
Much mad wide choke like this.
So I believe the 295 is roughly 11 inches, like 10.5 inches wide.
Yeah, almost a foot down there. That's crazy. I like them. And the rim style that you went with actually looks. It almost looks kind of stock, like a stock wheel, but
So,
it's just chunky.
That is a stock original Hellcat design.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew. The Hellcat come with those original joints.
That style rim, yes.
Okay.
The first gen Hellcats 2015 and 2016 all came standard with those wheels.
Oh, crazy.
But Dodge wasn't inventive enough to give you the machine face. You had black, gray, or brass monkey.
That's it.
That was it.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Who make these wheels again? What's the name of these joints?
Vauxhall.
Vauxhall. They did a good job. They did a real good job. That's a fuel tank. They come stock like that.
The chrome fuel cap was stock with it. Everything on the exterior is actually stock. Yep.
That's crazy.
No exterior, no real exterior as far as the paint or anything. No crazy decals, no mods.
I love it.
I mean, the color is so unique. You don't really need to do much to draw attention to it.
You don't, because just now when we was meeting up, before we even got rolling and all that on camera, I'm riding one way, you coming the other way, and I'm like, oh, that's him. I seen the color right there. I was like, yeah, that got to be him right there.
You know what? Funny story about this color.
Huh?
My son's mom, who has been to our house on several occasions.
Okay.
One day I had the car parked in the neighbor's driveway because he was out of town. And this is the funny thing about it. People used to come to my development. If you can't find the orange car, if you can find the orange car, you can find my house.
right.
How she pull up, walk up to the neighbor's house, and ring the doorbell because my car's parked in the
Are
neighbor's.
you serious?
Yes, it was absolutely hysterical. I'm sitting on the couch. I watched her do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was hysterical.
That's crazy. So that was a landmark.
Yep.
She's like, wherever the orange car is at, that's the house right there.
Yep.
That's wild, yo. That's wild. I like how you put the tint on here, though, because the tint plays well into the orange, too.
Can't be a fish market.
Can't be a
Sorry.
fish.
Tint in New Jersey is illegal, but you know what? I don't need everybody watching everything I do on my car.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. You can barely see it there, but it plays. It's not limo, like super black, but it's a nice where you got it at, I would say it's kind of like perfect. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I believe that is 15%, just enough so I could, protect the seats from the sun.
Definitely.
That's all.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? At night, it looks a lot darker than it does during the day.
Sure.
Like during the daytime, you can look clear through the car. I mean, you can see. At night, it looks just as dark as the back. The backs are 5%.
Really?
Yes. So, because it's legal, there's little small windows and your rear window's 100% legal. You can literally paint them joints black if you wanted to. But honestly, I come to find as I got a little older, it's a little harder to see out the back with that dark tint.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? At this point, it kind of is what it is.
It is what it is. For sure. Now, speaking of not being able to really see inside the car, did you touch interior at all?
Interior is pretty much 100% stock.
Uh-huh.
The leather managed to hold up pretty well.
Okay.
My son actually owns this car now.
Is that right?
Yes, and he tried some different carpet on the interior, but for the most part, it stayed pretty much stock.
Can we take a look at
Absolutely.
it? I want to see what it looked like. Let's see. Take a look inside there. Let's get it nice. It's clean. It's definitely clean. For sure. Ah, and I see you said the carpet. He did something with the carpet. I see it on the other side.
If you check the passenger side, you'll see how he changed it. Apparently the driver's side piece didn't fit so well, and I believe he got a little aggravated with it and went back to the factory floor back. I think the diamond hex looks good.
Yeah, I like that look though. For sure. I like the look. Yeah, did he touch audio at all?
Nah, that's actually still the original factory head.
Right?
He bought some stuff to upgrade it, but when COVID hit, money got tight.
Okay.
So a lot of it got put on the back burner.
Okay, so he might touch that later on at some point.
Yeah, I believe that's something he wants to. I believe that's something he wants to get into.
I didn't even. That's crazy that we was just looking at the car and I did not notice the transformer thing. What's the story with the transformer? Why transformer?
So
who is that? Megatron or
that
Optimus
is
Prime?
that is an Autobot. So he decided based on the color of his car that it would be an Autobot color.
Okay.
Where I, on the other hand, on a black car, I have a Decepticon logo in the same spot on my car.
Is that right?
That is correct.
That's
so
cool.
It gives us, hey, look, good and evil balance out. You know what I mean?
It does balance
Here's
out.
The funny thing is, I laugh because the bad guy never wins, but the good guy never loses either.
Facts. Facts. That's crazy. That's crazy. I like the way you said that. The bad guy never wins, but the good guy never loses. You're right. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But now I gotta ask you, because this man gets intricate. This is where the action starts. All right. What you got going on performance-wise?
Why don't we take a look?
I would love to. Okay, guys, here we go. Oh my goodness.
All right.
What is this?
So what we have here, instead of your stock intake, this is an Edelbrock E4 supercharger.
Okay.
All right. So we're running with this pulley, we're running about 6 pounds of boost. All right. To go along with a little methanol spray, we got a snow methanol spray going into the air intake here to help cool it off. So with that said, with the Edelbrock supercharger running 6 pounds of boost, this car makes about 550 pounds of rear wheel horsepower. I'm sorry. Can't get the words out of my mouth today.
Crazy.
Tell you what, let me start it up so you can hear it.
Yeah, let's hear that. 550 horses, guys. That's what's going on. Let's go get Oh my God. Yo, God. Goodness gracious, yo. That was nuts. It's like bone chilling. The way it hit you.
That sound is from a Borla Type S exhaust. So it has, along with the Edelbrock supercharger, it has boiler long tube headers, boiler type S exhaust from the cat back.
From the cat going all the way back?
All the way going back. Honestly, it's a very unique sound to this car. And honestly, it's one of them cars where you can ride by your boy's house and he knows you without even seeing your car.
Without seeing the car.
He know whose car it is by the sound of it.
You know the sound. It is unique. It's beastly though, man. Dang, I don't know if I was expecting it to sound like that. When you tap the gas, it got kind of crazy. Definitely got kind of crazy. So that's the exhaust that's making it like that.
Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with the what is that? Edelbrock?
Edelbrock supercharger. Honestly, the best part about the Edelbrock supercharger is it's pretty silent. Like if you ride up on a Hellcat, you'll hear their supercharger go wee wee. It'll whine.
Okay.
The way this sounds, the car sounds pretty much stock except for the exhaust, which makes it to me the ultimate sleeper.
Exactly.
You know, so before I pass this car along to my son, I'd have a few 392 guys or you know what I mean. Them guys pull up with the 6.4 Hemi in a car, pull up on a light, and start woofing and woofing. I'm like, and I tell them, look over, like, just shake my head, bro. You really don't want none of this because you just don't know.
They don't know.
And after I put 2 cars on them and send them the Gapplebees, they pull up to the light and they like, oh, and I'm like, for real, bro. If you'd asked me, I told you it ain't stock. I'd have told you it ain't stock from the rip.
Yo, you talking that talk, guys. He said, send you the Gapplebees.
So, and
crazy.
The proof is in the pudding because when I passed this on to my son, I upgraded and got a Scat Pack myself.
Okay.
And we went to Atco to see who had the fastest car.
Atco Raceway?
Atco Raceway.
Okay.
And when I tell you, my son beat the brakes off me. He beat me so bad, I had to trade in my Scat and buy a Hellcat so I could keep up with him.
No way.
Dead ass.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Yo, he beat you that bad at Atco Raceway.
I'll have to pass you on the video so you can see it for yourself.
Yes, that's crazy. That's wow. So
I was so surprised. I went and bought a Hellcat so we could be in the same league.
Yo.
But honestly, that ass whooping was my proudest papa moment ever.
I'm sure
because
it was.
Honestly, if I had to lose, I didn't want to lose to nobody else but him.
Facts. I'm sure
and in the manner that he beat me,
right.
I can tell you now, he's still smiling over there right now. So.
Yo, that's wow, yo. That's crazy. The fact that you said, you know what, I'm going to get the Hellcat. I gotta go get it. So that was it.
I honestly, I had to step it up because you know what, I'm supposed to be the big dog in the family, so you know I can't be the slowest car in the house.
Definitely. So I appreciate your honesty on that right there for sure. Damn, that's crazy, yo. This is a monster, but it's a sleeper, like you said.
It's a sleeper, and that's the best part about it. Because you, like I said, if you roll up on it, you're just unassuming. Oh, that's just a regular RT.
Yeah.
Okay. So the regular RT comes with a standard 5.7 V8 Hemi.
Okay.
All right. So the next model up, the Scat Packs and the 392s come with a 6.4 liter Hemi.
Okay.
So the 5.7 puts out 375 horsepower, and the 6.4 puts out 485 horsepower.
And you at 550.
And this is at 550.
Whew. Different. It's a different world.
It's a different world.
It's a different
and
world.
And honestly, I'm glad this is an automatic because it makes it even better for me. 5-speed automatic. Like I have a 6-speed manual in my car.
Is that right?
I do. In my car, my Hellcat is a 6-speed manual.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. Hold on. In your Hellcat, 6-speed. Now, what is this? Like the joints.
Old school
clutch
6-speed manual with
no
a clutch.
Way.
Yes.
No
you know what?
way.
I laugh and I joke with the kids. I said, "That's my anti-theft deterrent right there."
Nobody can drive.
Let
me tell you something. If somebody, God forbid, if somebody did take that, you already know the person is 45 and up.
That is correct. That is correct.
You already know whoever did it is 45 and up.
Because the first time one of these, I guess they're millennials or whatever that age group is, he rolled up on me and said, "Look inside the window." And the first thing he said to me, "What's that third pedal do?" I said, "If you don't know,
you don't want to know.
You don't
worry
want to know
about it." That's crazy. Damn. That's Illmatic right there. We might have to get you on with that joint too.
I got a little something going on with that too, trying to, you know what I mean? Listen,
My
I
wheels
guess
is turning, man.
my thing is I am all about, you know what I mean? I like to go fast.
Yes.
So I got a little something going on with my Hellcat, you know
Yes.
what I mean? I should be ready by midsummer. I'll have her where she wants to be with some upgrades too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that's where we're at. We are kind of, you know, as a unit, me and my son, kind of more performance based than looks.
Yeah.
Because again, with this car, this orange one, the color itself stands out.
Stands out.
You know.
Sure.
And with my car, you know, people ride by, they see the Hellcat on there, oh, you know, people get giddy, and then Mustang drivers start, you know, spinning out because they want to race.
Yeah.
And my thing
Sure.
is, if you want to race, I'm cool with it. Let's go to the track.
Yeah.
I'm not, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not about zipping around in town with kids around and listen, you only got one life. Ain't no
Facts.
sense throwing it away.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
For 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. For
I
1 minute of
watch
fun.
these kids, these young kids with these cars with all this power, they zipping in and out of traffic, driving like a fool. And you know, it only takes 1 second. It only takes one person.
To do
And that's
something.
it. And
Exactly.
at those speeds, if you hit something or hit something, it's a wrap.
Sure.
There's no coming back from that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So,
man. That's true.
You want to race? Let's go. We'll line them up at ATCO. And listen, either you beat me fair and square, or you stop talking.
Exactly.
As my brother likes to say, no excuses.
No excuses. Word up. All right, so boom. Since you got so much performance work done, let me ask you, what would you say is the most expensive mod that you've done so far?
The blower. The supercharger.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
So the supercharger, and here's the best part. I got it on sale. So this supercharger right here is actually like a $6,500 part.
Really?
I got it on clearance for $4,000.
For $4,000?
For $4,000. And honestly, it was just dumb luck.
Damn.
I happened to be on the right website on the right day, and you know, it's one
of those.
honestly, it was like the velvet ropes part and champagne fell from the sky. You know what I mean? It was just one of them things. It was honestly, it was one of them things it'll never happen again. A once in a lifetime, you know, thing where I just got real lucky. Because honestly, all told, with performance mods and the tires and the wheels and everything, probably got about 12 grand into this car.
12 grand, easy, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And the good thing is, it's honestly, it now has, so I bought it with 10,000 original miles.
Okay.
In 2015.
Nothing on it.
So the
Okay.
original owner didn't even drive the car.
I was just about to say, nothing.
So I bought it used with 10,000 miles on it. It has 74,000 miles and some change on it. The supercharger's been on there for about 12,000 miles.
Okay.
And contrary to popular belief, it's not a ticking time bomb. I spent the extra money. We had the bottom end done. That motor's bulletproof. It ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
We could honestly, if we wanted to, we could throw more boost at it. But my son's deal is, what do I need more power for?
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like to go fast, but what's fast enough?
Exactly.
What's enough power? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's the thing. You can't even. And a lot of times you can't even utilize that speed.
No, because you're gonna hit you're gonna hit an exit or you're gonna hit a traffic light.
Or a traffic light.
Which one?
That's just it. Because there's not a whole lot of places where you can go do 150, 160 miles an hour
for 2 miles or
for
whatever.
2 miles. You know what I mean?
That's so true. Unless you got access to some sort of airport strip or something.
That's what it is, right there. You need an airport
You
strip.
need an airport strip, man. Real, to really get that type of power. Real, man. So let me ask you this now. Have you encountered anything that was a headache when you were doing this build right here, or if you had to do it over, an experience where you was like, you know what? If I did this whole car over again, I would not do that. Did you encounter that at all?
You know what? It's not so much what I wouldn't have done. It's probably more so what I would have done different.
Uh-huh.
So, what you can't see hidden in the motor is a Comp 270 cam.
Okay.
All right, which kind of changed the other on the engine. What I would have done
Uh-huh.
in hindsight is I would have got a blower cam, and that would have matched up better with the supercharger. So I kind of got the cam for the old school lumpy sound, the loop, loop, loop. That's kind of why I got the cam.
Okay.
Because honestly, I didn't even foresee. Again, the supercharger wasn't even in the sights, and that was just one of them. Boom! That was just one of them things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got lucky, and I hooked up with the right tuner, and got everything done for I got everything done for a good price.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, I couldn't have been happier with this build. Kind of wish I would have done it sooner, but you know what? In hindsight, I had to wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because first off, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
And one of the problems, you know what I mean? And I see a lot of these young people doing it. You go buy the car and you want to hurry up and get to the end of the finish line, the end of the build.
Yeah.
And you put yourself in all kinds of unnecessary credit card debt, and
Definitely.
it's not smart.
It's not smart at all.
You know what I mean?
Take your time.
I'm one of them old, and this is probably where I'm the most old school. If I ain't got the cash to pay for it, I'm not doing it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. That makes sense.
So even with my tuner, I tell him, I said, dude, somebody coming here with a credit card trying to pay the bill, that's a clone, because that ain't me.
Yeah.
You already know.
Exactly.
Listen, as much as I love my cars and I love the experience, I'd be a fool to go on a credit card debt for them. Listen, I already got to write a check for it every month.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
that's a nice little tidbit of advice to people out there. If you don't have the cash, don't put yourself don't dig a hole and put yourself in it. You know what I'm saying? Let you build up the cash first, and then you figure out your ways to get to the end of the build. So take your time, man. Pace yourself, basically, right?
yeah, honestly,
Pace
it's
yourself.
kind of like, I guess to use an analogy, like if you want to get a full sleeve tattoo, you want to get pieces that match.
Yes.
But you don't have to get all the pieces done at once.
Exactly.
So honestly, the way I do it now is I buy all my parts, I source them, and I find them for as economical as I can. Because the one thing is, if you go through your tuner or your builder, they're going to charge you more. Because they're going to listen. It's just business, and I can't be mad at them for making money.
Yeah.
But if you can source your own parts, you can save some money here and there. And then if you're only paying for labor, you do save yourself a lot of money.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And if you are mechanically inclined and you have the space and you can do the work yourself, that's even better. Me, I'm not built that way. Look, I could change the oil, change the flat tire, change the spark plugs, but when it comes in with the computers and everything and tuning the engine and that, honestly,
let the pros
do it.
Exactly. Leave that to the pros, man. For real. Now, how long? Now, what year you said this was again?
2011.
11. Now, how long have you been working on the car, like the performance and the whole package on the whole? How long you been putting it together?
So the project, I bought it in 2015. I started the build with just a simple exhaust upgrade.
Okay.
In 2016.
2016.
That's how it started. It started with the boiler exhaust.
Okay.
And then I moved on to the long tube headers. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I got caught in a rainstorm, got some water in the engine. And thankfully, Allstate was kind enough to buy me a brand new motor. So basically, I got the bottom end rebuilt, so the bottom end would be strong enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, to have a bulletproof motor.
Nice.
And then, while the motor was out, I decided to do the cam because I wanted to go with that old school lope, like a '70s muscle car. You know, with the lope where sound like it's going to shut off the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. And honestly, then again, had some free time, started surfing the internet, doing some research, talked to my tuner. He advised me, okay, if you want to get, you want to add a little more power, you want a power adder.
Right.
So that's when I started shopping around and found the Edelbrock.
That's the monster.
So the three most popular superchargers are Edelbrock, Magnuson, and ProCharger.
I think I heard of ProCharger. Wow. Okay.
But I went with the Edelbrock, one, because I got a super deal on it, and two, it honestly looks like it's supposed to be there. It almost looks like a factory intake.
It does. It really does. It doesn't really like stand out until you tell the person what it is. They look at that, then you're like, oh, it didn't come with that on there? Ah. What does that do? Add how many horses? Okay. Now honestly, I see.
When I can get my son to come out to like Cars and Coffee or car shows, typically for a good cause, his car gets a lot of attention. Just because it's, one, the color, again, very unique, and two, when people see under the hood, they're like, oh, where's that guy? I want to talk to this guy.
Right.
And usually knowing him, he's out chasing chicks.
He's busy taking care of business.
He's busy, but I know everything about the car.
Exactly. This is your brainchild right here. Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So speaking of that, is this your daily driver or his daily driver?
So this is actually my son's daily driver.
Okay.
Which he honestly, in the colder weather, he relegates it to just the weekends.
Okay.
Plus we had run into a few issues with the homeowners association because of his exhaust.
Really?
So, yeah, you know what? I unfortunately, like everywhere on the road, I got a few petty neighbors.
Okay.
So rather than go to war over something stupid like that,
Right.
my son is a little more humble than I am.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll take his other car. He'll take a secondary car. So he
Okay.
drives his car on the weekend. So listen, there's no excuse. And then the summertime's coming, the kids will be out of school. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Listen, if you ain't up for work by 6 o'clock, you sleeping too late.
Exactly. What you got going on when you sleep?
You know, I mean, even with bankers' hours, you better be up by 6 o'clock.
Exactly. Even if you're doing a 9 to 5 deal. Man. All right. So you did a lot. It's a sleeper for sure. You know, it's definitely a sleeper for sure. Once you pop the hood, it gets pretty detailed.
Yeah, it does.
For sure.
Like I said, if you see it in the parking lot, you walk around it. I guess the one thing you might notice, okay, it does have lowering springs.
So
So
you didn't mention that.
I didn't, and
I'm glad you just brought that up.
It's definitely not a stock ride height.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So it's got lowering springs on. So that would be one of the things you'd notice if you just rode by it in the parking lot. And then the only other
Guys,
identifying mark.
No space. Literally. I see where it's definitely different. No space, guys.
The only
Sure.
other identifying mark is the red RT in the grill and the red RT in the Sport.
The red RT in the grill. What is that?
So RT is basically Dodge's form of road and track, but that lets you know when you see that RT symbol, that lets you know it's a V8.
V8. Got you.
Now, if this were the big boy, an SRT, you'd have an SRT instead of the RT.
Instead of the RT.
And that's just basically the way to identify the trim.
Okay. Got you.
And unfortunately, there's so much hate. And there's so much hate in the auto world.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody's got a budget.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Listen, just because you can afford a Hellcat and I can only afford a V6,
Right.
that doesn't make me any less than you.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes it could be. It's a great culture to be around because a lot of people are great and really good people to be around.
Mhm.
But then at the same time, it could be so toxic. It just
Facts. You got to balance. You got to figure out how to balance it out. Cause
honestly, if you find
Sure.
some good people to be around and you stick to a routine, like there's certain places I go, some places I just don't go.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. No, I feel you. Now, do you have any other plans for the car?
So I believe down the line, he wants to get some underglow lights, and I know he wants to upgrade the sound system.
Okay, sound system coming.
Yeah, sound system coming. So what we did invest in, there's a box that sits in the wheel well, came in the upgraded model, the SRTs.
Okay.
My buddy wrecked his car, so I kind of weaseled him out of the box. So he's got a kicker box going in the back, but so I guess the catch is to find a good head unit these days.
Yeah.
And honestly, as far as that goes, I mean, I'm so out of tune with that because in my car I got the U-Connect.
Right.
And you really can't replace it. You know what I mean? They started making cars so you really can't replace the head units. Now this being an older model, you actually can replace the head unit.
Replace the head
Yeah.
unit? Okay.
So honestly, it comes down to him, picking something you like, something that's going to suit his needs. The
Definitely.
Bluetooth, something. I advise something. Let's get something with a backup camera. You know what I mean? Give you a little higher function.
Yeah, that would make sense. Man, this is a dope build, man. I love it, man. I'm glad we made the trip. The weather was a little shaky.
Yeah, it was. The weather.
But-
I wasn't sure the weather was going to do us right, but it worked out good.
Mother Nature cleared the roads, man. She definitely cleared the roads. So I think we covered everything. I gotta ask you, at this point, is there anybody you want to shout out? Any social media? Anybody that motivated you or anything like that?
Honestly, if you want to follow anybody, go to my page, 2ton Cat on Instagram.
At 2Ton Cat.
Yep.
Got you.
That way you can see pictures of my car. You can follow my build. You can see pictures of my son's car.
Nice.
He's not into the social media that way, so
Right.
I kind of keep up on it with the cars and post pictures.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just fun for me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I can go out, go for a nice drive, find a nice spot, take some pictures,
Yeah.
and go back home. And you know what? Didn't cost me nothing, and I ain't getting in no trouble.
And you had a nice day.
I had a nice day. That's just it. I had a nice day.
You had a nice day.
There's so much trouble and bad going on in the
Oh,
world.
man. Let me
Ain't not,
tell you.
and the thing about my car again with the 6-speed manual,
Yeah.
ain't nothing like riding down a back road going through the gears.
Woo-wee. Yeah, and that Hellcat manual 6-speed.
Yes.
I could imagine, bro. Goodness gracious. All right, well, we did it. Guys, let me tell y'all. Again, I cannot disappoint. I swear. Like I always say, man, regular guys got irregular cars on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. Regular guys got irregular cars on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram so y'all can get the heads up of the next 3 episodes that's gonna drop on YouTube. And also, regular guys got irregular cars on TikTok. When you follow me on TikTok, guys, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get the same cars you see on YouTube, but we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna have music playing. We're gonna make it very interesting for you. So make sure you tap in. Regular guys got irregular cars on TikTok as well. That being said, guys, like I always tell y'all, love y'all. Peace.